Canadian Blood Services is celebrating the grand opening of its new location south of the river with patients who rely on its service.
1, 2, 3.
Jacob Guziak helped cut the ribbon at the new donor center on 106th Street near the Whitemud and Calgary Trail. The 5-year-old has bubble boy syndrome. He gets monthly plasma injections to give him antibodies his body cannot create. For him and his family, locations like this are vital. It collects plasma along with blood and platelets.
Every donor is giving us another birthday, another smile, another day. So for us parents, and probably every single family member of a patient who needs or relies on products like blood or plasma, are always thinking about time. For us, time is very important.
Canadian Blood Services CEO says demand is growing for plasma as it creates life-saving drugs. He hopes the new location will entice more people to donate. A new simulation center is opened at the Sturgeon Community Hospital in St. Albert. The space will give healthcare professionals hands-on learning with lifelike equipment. The technology mimics a hospital, an operating room, and an emergency department. Alberta Health Services says it will help staff refine their skills and practice high-risk situations, including trauma, cardiac, and maternity events.
Education is absolutely vital to the ongoing needs for the ever-changing population that we have here in Alberta. So promoting best practice, safe care, and better patient outcomes is absolutely key, and we get that through education.
The Sturgeon Community Hospital Foundation paid for the $1 million center. Another downtown road will soon be affected by construction. A portion of 106th Street will close as part of the long-awaited Warehouse Park project. Starting Monday, 106th Street will be closed between Jasper Avenue and 102nd Avenue. The city suggests drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians use 108th Street or 105th Street as an alternate route. Crews will be reconstructing the road and making new sidewalks along with a bike lane. When finished, Warehouse Park will be a bit bigger than a city block. It will include an off-leash dog park, a basketball court, and a playground. There will also be a gathering space with fire pits and seating. Driving experts say hitting the road this time of year can be more dangerous than many people realize. Heavy rain made this morning's commute slow for some drivers across Edmonton as roads were covered in water. Dennis Porter with AMA says when you combine a lack of visibility from the rain with potholes that could be deeper than they look, summer roads can be as bad as winter roads. Porter says it's important to drive to conditions.
Summer, a lot of people have the confidence of I can go faster. They actually say statistically on roads, summer is the more dangerous time for fatalities.
Porter says after 10 minutes of rain, oil sitting on the road's surface can rise, creating a slippery layer on top of pooling water. He says if you're nervous about driving in the rain and you don't mind delaying your drive, it's not a bad idea to wait out the storm. Well, Josh, it looks like my drive home will be a little smoother than the drive in this morning. It's starting to get a little sunny out there now.
Yeah, the rain, as expected, broke down and fizzled out through this afternoon. Still a few showers and thunderstorms just off to the north of the city. We'll show you that on the radar map, but I think we're going to stay dry here in the city after picking up about 15 to 30 millimeters of rain overnight last night and through the first half of the day today. We're at 19 degrees right now. As temperatures with the sun breaking through the clouds have jumped pretty nicely in the last few hours. It is breezy, though. Wind out of the northwest about 20 kilometers per hour. 12 degrees this morning. I think we'll drop into the 9 or 10 degree range tomorrow morning. And that high of 19 is the first time this week that we've had a daytime high below average. Should be in the same ballpark tomorrow. And then a cool down on the way for the weekend. We'll get to that in a moment. First, here's what it looks like outside right now with the CTV drone. And yes, you can see some clouds and some of those thunderstorms off to the north of the city. That's the view looking north from the CTV drone. It doesn't look like those showers and thunderstorms are going to come our way, though. You can see at the top of the screen some breaks of blue. And we'll see a bit more of that sunshine breaking through the clouds over the next few hours. So you get a couple showers here east of the city. Those are tracking off to the south. You had a thunderstorm north of Morinville. That's now lost all of its lightning, and it's really weakening out quickly. And if you zoom out, you'll notice this hasn't, over the last 3 hours, hasn't really moved all that far to the south. So that's going to be done by the time it gets even close to the Edmonton area, and all of this stuff, well, it'll eventually fizzle out later on tonight and should not roll through the Edmonton region. So just partly cloudy this evening, cloudy periods overnight with a low of about 9 or 10 degrees tomorrow. Chance of some showers late tomorrow afternoon with the risk of thunderstorms. And that may actually carry right through into tomorrow night. We'll take a closer look at that and the weekend cool down in just a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thank you.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Edmonton Oilers captain Connor McDavid says he's in no rush to discuss a new contract. McDavid and a handful of other players met with the media today. With several players' contracts expiring, McDavid says plenty of discussions will be held over the next few weeks. CTV's Nara Manisa has more.
Tough to focus on the good stuff 2 days out after, that disappointment, obviously.
Connor McDavid says it's still too early to fondly look back at another Stanley Cup run. He also says it's too early to discuss contract talks with the Oilers.
Take some time to regroup, talk to my agent a little bit and family and all that, and make some decisions whenever that time comes.
McDavid is entering the final season of an 8-year, $100 million contract. He is eligible to sign an extension July 1st. He could choose to go to another team next July when he becomes an unrestricted free agent.
I haven't really talked to Connor about it yet. There comes a time where we talk about it, but there's nothing that I can tell you right now that you want to hear or you need to hear.
Leon Draisaitl signed an 8-year deal which begins this upcoming season. He's hoping McDavid follows suit.
Do I want him here forever? Yes, of course. I think everybody does.
Defenseman Evan Bouchard will become a restricted free agent July 1st. The 25-year-old says he wants to keep playing here.
I want to, as everyone else, want to bring a cup back to Edmonton. You put so much into the organization. You want to, get rewarded for it. You want to reward the fans for all the times they come out supporting us.
Draisaitl says the Oilers' core still has gas in the tank.
We were an older team. Oh God. Got up early. There you go. Sorry, guys.
Draisaitl says time isn't up for them to go on another cup run.
The Edmonton Elks return to Commonwealth Stadium tonight for the first of 9 home games this season. The team says it's ready to play a physical brand of football and win back the fans.
Look at this building. This is a legendary building. You drive, you're 100 blocks away, you can see this thing like a castle across the city. I mean, that's tradition, and that's what we want to honor.
The Elks are 0-1 so far this season after losing in BC 12 days ago to the Lions. Following a bye week and a full schedule of practice, the new head coach says they have corrected mistakes and are ready to take on the visiting Montreal Alouettes. The team last made the playoffs in 2019. Kickoff is 7 o'clock tonight. It's also being aired on TSN. Tennis Canada has broken ground on what will eventually be a tennis and pickleball facility. The air-supported dome facility at the St. Francis Xavier Sports Centre will have 6 tennis courts open year-round. It will also include 7 pickleball courts as the demand for court space in Edmonton is high.
As we know, the weather here in Edmonton is pretty rough during winter times, and there is a big need of facilities like this one.
The center says if the weather cooperates, the facility is scheduled to open by November. Players can rent court space. It's first come, first serve. Still to come tonight on CTV News, meeting Zelensky. Members of Edmonton's Ukrainian community reflect on meeting the country's president.
Programming brought to you by K-Days. The 10 best days of summer are back.
Here's the truth. You can make your own luck, and you do that by showing up. Step 2.
Edmonton-born actor Nathan Fillion recently shared some wisdom with graduates at Concordia University. His top piece of advice: be lucky. Fillion also advised graduates to practice gratitude and be bold, or at least pretend to be. He also received an honorary doctorate from Concordia, where he was once a student. Fillion is known to maintain a connection to his hometown, including last year when he visited the area of White Avenue known as the Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion. There's the man himself checking it out.
Be lucky.
Yeah. Didn't look like the weather was too great when Nathan was here. Thankfully, brightening up around here now after some rainy.
Yeah, as we said earlier in the newscast, 15 to 30 millimeters of rain scattered around the city, but it's all done now. Take a look outside. There's the Action Furnace River Valley Sky Cam. Action Furnace fixed right, it's free. 19 degrees right now, and you can see there is some wind out there, especially at that elevated vantage point down at the ground. It's out of the northwest, about 20 kilometers per hour. 24 degrees in Fort McMurray. Look at the high level. 25 this afternoon, 10 degrees colder or cooler in Grand Prairie, 16 there, 13 in Peace River with some showers and thunderstorms in the area. That 19-degree temperature is the warmest we've been all day. That probably ends up as the daytime high. We had a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity in east central Alberta earlier in the day. That's now shutting down. Off to the northwest, there's those showers. And off to the east of Peace River, you've got some thunderstorms as well in the Slave Lake region. Still a couple isolated shower cells here off to the southeast of the city. A little shower there around Morinville, and then some heavier rain here off to the west-northwest of Westlock, but all of that looks like it's going to fall apart before it has a chance to roll through the Edmonton area. So, dry weather for the Elks game and the Riverhawks games through this evening. Tomorrow, we're back into some late-day showers and thunderstorms. Through the morning, it'll be rain from Red Deer off to the west. That'll drive north, so by supper time tomorrow, pretty good chance that we have some showers and thunderstorms in the Edmonton area, and that may actually linger right through into late Friday night. Even early Saturday morning, like before 6 a.m., there might still be a few showers kicking around for the bulk of the day Saturday. It's going to be dry, though. Cloudy with some late-day sunny breaks. Look at all this rain, though, across southern parts of the province. We have a rainfall warning. This will probably be expanded further off to the east and southeast, but for right now, you're looking at anywhere between 50 and maybe 100 millimeters of rain in through those areas. And at higher elevations through the mountain parks, you may even see some accumulating snow. First weekend of summer, and we've got snow in the forecast through the mountain parks. 8 degrees in Fort McMurray tomorrow morning, 7 in Grand Prairie, 8 in Red Deer. Will be about 9 or 10 degrees tomorrow morning here in the city. Low 20s across the northeast and in Peace River. Elsewhere, you'll be in the mid to high teens with a chance of some showers and thunderstorms late tomorrow. Rain, maybe a few embedded thunderstorms. High of 16 in Red Deer and highs near 20 and a little drier in east central Alberta. Here in Edmonton, cloudy with a few sunny breaks through this evening. Partly cloudy skies overnight tonight, and then some increasing cloud tomorrow. Again, we'll start the day with light wind and temperatures around 10 degrees. Get up to about 20 or 21. Wind should still be fairly light, except for when those showers and thunderstorms develop. On the outer edges of those, we're likely to see some late-day wind gusts. And it'll be gusty for Saturday as well. 20 gusting to about 30 or 40 kilometers per hour, and a handful of degrees below average for the first weekend of summer. 17s. Saturday, Sunday, but all that heavy rain in southern Alberta and snow, that all avoids the Edmonton region. We'll stay dry through the weekend and into early next week.
All right, Josh, thank you. Edmonton members of the Ukrainian Canadian Congress are reflecting on a meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Zelensky was invited to attend the G7 summit in Kananaskis by Prime Minister Mark Carney. The Ukrainian president thanked the world leaders and Canadians for supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia. The UCC says Zelensky spoke about his appreciation for the critical role the Ukrainians around the world play in keeping Ukraine visible on the global stage.
It was a mutual exchange of, I think, reinvigorating that hope for each other, that we continue to support Ukraine, and that he was acknowledging and supporting us and the work that we were doing.
During the summit, Carney committed $4.3 billion in support for Ukraine's defense, as well as more sanctions against Russia. When we return, a cultural celebration, how a local university is honoring Indigenous people.
CTV News at 5 continues.